Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D Car Creations channel. In this video I'm going to discuss the hotkeys D, E and F. So let's get straight into it. I'll just erase all these objects. Okay, so first off we're going to explore hotkey D. So if we go Shift A, as we learned earlier, add a simple mesh cube. Okay, so we've got a simple cube in the middle of our screen. Okay, so the first thing to do is press Shift and D. Okay, you'll see it highlighted in white. When you press the left mouse key, it sets it, and then you can use your keys to move it, so that creates two objects. So when you select one, go into edit mode by pressing tab. You can see there is just one cube open, so you can manipulate that cube. If you want to go into the other one, press tab again, highlight that, press tab. They're both open at the moment. Okay, so just highlight that, press tab and go into the other. As you can see, you can highlight both. So if you press tab to go into object mode, you select one, then press shift and press the other one. You'll see the last selection is highlighted in yellow, the previous selection is highlighted in orange. If you then go to the tab key, you can work on either or. Okay, so that's shift D. Okay, you can also use Shift D in edit mode. So if we just go to edit mode by pressing tab, or using the drop down menu here. Right, so we choose one of those boxes. So if I choose one of those boxes and I press now Shift D, and then again you press the left mouse key, and then you move it away. As you can see now, if we go out to object mode and I select one of those, it highlights both, because what you've actually done is in edit mode you've added an object within an object, if that makes sense. Okay, so if you want it to be a unique object which is not linked in any way, then you need to press Shift D in object mode. Okay, so moving on. So if we just go back a few steps, I'll demonstrate this to you it's the use of another hotkey. So this is going back in history now, all the way to the beginning. Right, so if you now want a linked object, you press Alt and D. Okay, Alt and D for linked objects. So I'll explain this in a sec. Okay, so just press the left mouse button. Okay, move the newly created object to the side, and now we've got two objects, but they are intrinsically linked. In other words, when you press tab to go into edit mode, okay, so I've pressed Shift and D, and now if I select a vertice, you can see it highlights the corresponding vertice. So if I move that, manipulate it, because it's linked, it'll alter both objects. Okay, so if you go to face select mode and you choose the face, it highlights both. So as you can see, you manipulate both. So what you actually do is, if you're creating something and you want and you want to duplicate it but keep it exactly like the original, this is one way you can do it, by creating linked duplicates. Okay, rather than modeling it, then leaving it to the end, then duplicate the finished version, if that makes sense. Okay, so that explains shift. That explains hotkey D. Okay, so now we move on to hotkey E. Hotkey E is extrude. So whatever mesh you've got, extrude will extend that mesh. Okay, so that's your building block. Okay, so if we go press Shift A, add a mesh cube. Okay, and we go into edit mode. Okay, this is so we're now in edit mode. So if we go to a view, say top view, and we choose one vertice, if you press E, that will go anywhere on that plane. Okay, so if you look at it from another view, you've actually extended, and what you've done is create a new vertice from the one you've chosen by pressing the E key. Okay, if you want to restrict it to an axis, okay, you can simply press E, and if you want it in the X axis, you press X. That constrains it to the X, so you move it wherever. Okay, now if you want to extrude an edge, you highlight two vertices and you can extrude it, say in Z, that'll move it up. Okay, you can extrude it in X, so press E, X, extrude it there, or you can extrude it in Y, extrude Y, which creates two extra vertices. Basically you're extruding a edge, but you'll move it on the Y axis. Okay, so that explains the edge. So you can choose an edge by clicking that icon, the second icon, which is the edge select. So you can do it that way, or by choosing two vertices. If you want to choose four vertices, a face, so this is a face. Okay, you can extrude that. That will automatically extrude up in the Z axis in that on that plane, or if you choose it here, you can extrude. If you press extrude, it automatically moves it in that direction. Okay, so that is with extruding, you can very quickly build up an object. Okay, and if you've got a blueprint, as you can see, you can quickly model up something that's fairly simple but gets you to where you want to be. So that's extrude, very simply. Okay, now F. So I've created an object which I've hidden. So what I'll do is just get rid of this. Okay, I'll bring this new model back. Right, so what I've created is a cube, basically, but it's took all the faces out. So if I select it, go into edit mode, go back into vertice mode, you can see that there's some edges missing and there's all the faces missing. Okay, so to fill in the edges, So if all you do is simply select that vertice mode, select that, and you press the F key. And what it does is it fills in the distance between the vertices that you've selected. Okay, so if I look here, there's another one there. So I'll simply choose that, press Shift. If I just left mouse click there, it would highlight just that. So if I want to join them, you press Shift and press the left mouse button. Okay, press F, and that joins that. Okay, so what have we got? Have we got any more missing? Let's have a quick look. Ah, there's one at the top there. So here we go. Right, there we are. So highlight that, Shift, highlight that, press F, and we're there. Now, we want those faces filled in. So if I select that, hold the Shift key down, select that, vertice, hold the Shift key down, select that, and hold the Shift key and select that. If I press F now, it fills in the face. Okay. To save you clicking for the next one, to save you clicking that, and pressing F, okay, if we simply select those, as long as we've got mesh the other side of it, you press F, it repeats the command until you get to the end. Okay, so we've now selected that. So if you see, we could do the same here. Shift select, press F, F all the way down. Okay, similar here. F, F all the way down, and again F, F again, and once more F. So it's not taking that one, right. So press F, F. Now that is showing me that there's something missing. Okay, so I'll just go back a stage. What are we missing here? So in this instance, what we'd do is just simply choose that, and that, and press F. Okay, so if you want to try this out, create your own little box, and by extruding, and then fill in any gaps. Okay, so you can also go to a different, choose a face. Oh, you have to select the edge. There's no face there, so I can't do anything with it. So you can do the edges by shifting and selecting, and press F. Okay, so that's the fill command. Okay, thank you for watching. Any questions, please ask. If you're new to this, please hit subscribe. It helps support the channel, and also please hit the like button. Thank you.